nationwide prices have retraced about half of their correction from last year on the drop in home prices of last year.
The market is okay, and I say that as somewhere in between the terrible. If you were asking me 6 months ago, the answer would have been awful. If you're asking me 6 months from now, the answer is going to be very good. So today we're at okay, which is about halfway through that cycle and coming back. The big difference that we are finding today as compared to, say, last year at this time is that the people buying new houses are looking to live in them, stay for a while, and they are choosing their new house based on something other than price. They're going back to what used to be the old principles of house selection, what community you want to live in, what structure of house suits you, or your lifestyle, your family, and all based on a mentality that I'm going to be here for several years. We know there will be capital appreciation, the place will be worth more when we sell it a few years down the road, but it's not the incentive of, I've got X number of dollars to spend, how many square feet can I get? It's like the difference between lean ground beef and regular ground beef. You get more for your buck on regular ground beef, but it all kind of burns off as fat in the frying pan anyway. I think the spec market will, nothing ever disappears, but it will be much less so. I think the speculators on new construction of high-rise and that sort of thing will not simply have the opportunity to do much. There are not that many new high-rise townhome projects about to come online. The spec market that will almost disappear is the spec market of the single-family primary residence. This was something that I alluded to in the little meeting we just came from, but I don't think people will use their primary residence as a form of speculation anymore, or at least not as much. In new home prices, we bottomed out. I'm convinced of that. I don't think that bodes well for affordability in the broader context. Kelowna is, and in the foreseeable future, will be a lifestyle destination. Our real estate, particularly if it happens to have a nice placement in a new community and a view and all the other little site amenities that bring people here, I just cannot imagine that they're ever going to be, pick a number, ever under 400,000. Affordability in the Okanagan, which is my perspective as the CHBA guy, yeah, it's I can see an actual boom happening in some peripheral communities, whether that's Vernon, Lumby, Peachland, the various lands, Penticton, etc. Yeah, I can see that actually being a great place of affordability, under 400 market. That's, if I were developing there, that's the product I'd be bringing on there. And we would just have to deal with the 25-minute commute to your office in Kelowna. Not such a bad thing. Still in the Okanagan, still in the most beautiful place on earth, or whatever it says on my license plate.